Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today I'm going to do some January prediction reads. I'm going to do, I think, three. I'll do three piles. You can pick your by number, pile 1, 2, or 3, or you can pick an angel number. Okay, so let's just get right into pile number 1. Here's your angel number. Accountability 6-9, maybe. Pile 1 is a Cancerian. Who knows? Accountability. Angel number 69. Mirroring going on there. And 303. Forgive for pile number 2. And pile number 3. You got the heart of the matter there, pile number 2. It's all about forgiveness of self and others. Shift, pile number 3. 55, going through changes. Maybe some major changes for pile number 3. So choose your pile and we'll continue right on. All right. So what I'm going to do is I have the masculine archetype. I'm going to do the masculine and the feminine. And let's just see what the messages are that come out for pile number 1 with accountability. So this is for the month of January or any time. It could be any time during 2025. I don't know. I'm just going to say January because it's January 1st. 2025. Happy stinking new year to y'all. I hope it was a good one. We have courage, rest, embrace, and surrender. So you have to take time for yourself. You have to take time to embrace something in your life, something new, maybe a lover, maybe someone, maybe a relationship. But it's time for you to have the courage to embrace that in your life. So this is speaking to those that possibly haven't been able to truly embrace another or fully a relationship with another person. And I don't care if it's romantical or not, but if you're here, it's probably romantical. But it could be a friendship as well. Something here that you need to surrender to. Sometimes you do have to have the courage to take a break, right? To just take a break and embrace your loved one. But if you're not in if you're not in the mood, I'm just saying. Let me just check the masculine. What is it that you're trying to, what is the accountability about not taking a break and embracing your loved ones? Just kind of being in power mode and push mode and work mode and, not surrendering to taking a break. When you don't surrender to needing a break, God will make you have a break. Okay? So let's see. Okay, so the masculine has the oppressor. So somebody in the masculine's life pointed a lot of fingers and kept them down. Probably a parental father figure. May have, shamed a child, belittled, demeaned. Nothing that they did was right. And, that's what you'll be dealing with. And it takes courage and strength to be able to resist becoming that yourself. You are sovereign. You get to choose. They get to choose. So you may be dealing with somebody who just, stands on their own, doesn't, I don't know, embrace them. Embrace your own sovereignty as well. But that's the masculine energy. And rest. You want to take a break and they want to talk. So maybe, you could be dealing with somebody who is a public speaker. And you could, if you're into the dating lane, you may be meeting someone. But if you yourself publicly speak, it may be time for a rest. But this is also, I feel like, the masculine saying, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. We need to take a break. Seeker. Seeking ways and means to surrender. So you're surrendering and they're seeking. You're resting and they're speaking. So it seems like a little bit at odds, but it's not. It's a really good power dynamic. It's balanced. Not doing. Not embracing. Not seeking and surrender. That's very good. Like when you seek, you can surrender, to not knowing it all. And your partner, or the masculine in you, desires to seek further what it is that you are surrendering to. Amp up prayer and meditation. And so just like embrace your sovereignty, but it's so weird because it is so balanced. We have the oppressor and courage, strength, power, right? So this is a really well balanced union, I'd say, where you have this strength where they may lack because they don't. You have to be in control, sort of. You have to take the reins, the femme, because they can't. Probably not in a healthy way, right? Like shame, So you have to have the courage to work together. And they may be like strong and on their own and don't need anyone. Like, no, I'm good. And you're just like, you need a hug. I embrace and accept you as you are. But they are seeking, so you surrender to that. What it is that they did, whatever it is that they seek in this life. And they're talking, they talk and you're like, I just hush up. I'll listen. I'm taking a break. I'm resting. I need a break. And they need to talk. So what will you do? Let's pull some tarot and see what the tarot has to add. Accountability is your main focus at this time whenever you see this read. Accountability. Maybe. Let's just see. Ace of Cups. Embrace that unconditional love of self. New opportunity, new love, possibility. Strength, which is coming up here with the courage, So, yeah, power of an 8 to making advancements. And it's the beginning. Could be some travel coming up. Could be, new love. Have the courage to embrace new love, new ways of loving, and pouring into yourself. You have to close something out so you can embrace this something new and have the strength and the courage to do so. Two of Wands, there's a decision or two ideas that, two places to go, two things to see, two people to meet, two conversations to have, whatever it is, it's all new. You may have new love coming up and you need to make a decision between two. And it could be your divine masculine, Aries energy, the Emperor. Just saying, a lot of structure. And so we have divine masculine energy, and who's the second choice? Let's see. Could be somebody that you work with or somebody that you've been waiting on. Maybe you've been waiting on a divine masculine and they're showing up. Because you're very pleased as punch here. And you'll fight for it. This divine masculine will fight for this with all of this fire fire energy. You can take that as you will. A lot of chemistry and a lot going on in the dating world. So I see that someone's divine masculine's coming in, and if you haven't been with them because you've been on a break, they want to talk. They want to talk. But the root of, they need you to be accountable for something. What is it that they need you to be accountable for? If this is what you desire, right? What is it that they need you to be accountable for? Your wand, your ideas, maybe moving a little bit too fast, the chemistry, work. Are you allowing work to stand in your way, or your passions? Be accountable. Somebody started something new with the Magician, right? And maybe you manipulated something. Maybe you manipulated their wand, but it is the power of two wands. It's like, be accountable for approaching me. If you want something new with me, then be accountable. Maybe you need to apologize or say that you were wrong about something. I'm not sure, but they may feel like you put them down a lot. Okay, because that's just, even if it's not true, that could be the message. Maybe it's the tone, maybe it's the delivery, maybe it's true. I don't know. Feelings aren't always fact, but they may feel that way, and they are looking for you to be accountable to them. So you have to conjure up some courage here and some strength to move on this, because they do want to talk. I don't see them coming toward you. You're gonna have to take responsibility for this if you want them, because they feel like you beat them down to the ground. But they want to talk to you. They're very strong and seeking more. They found their strength through their weakness. Let's see, how will this pan out possibly if you decide to make the call? Somebody may travel to see you. You may be able to move on. You may be able to move forward. You may be able to move in. They may be able to make contact. You may be able to take a trip together. Something. There's movement, though, in the right direction. Lessons learned. This could be a conversation that it just brings closure. But if that's what you're looking for, they are prepared for that too. But they are ready to talk. Well, let me see. I just want to pick a little bit more with the black rose. Let's just see. Some of them, maybe that possible shadow aspects that are keeping this from happening? I'm not sure. I'll keep it. Terms, yeah, working out, begging, negotiating. If that's what they're not, they don't want that. They want to talk, but they don't want this. Putting down, pointing fingers, placing blame. They need you to show up prepared, ready to take responsibility and accountability for the part that you played. I know that's difficult. We all want to think that we are perfect little beings that don't screw up and hurt another person's feelings. And we do. Okay, so are you two going to be negotiating the terms? Please, I hope nobody's begging. Let's just say, working it out. Let's negotiate some terms. If we can work it out, or do we move on for good? Don't beg. Illuminate, revealing the truth, confessions, and shedding light. They want to talk. Where are you at with this? Who's this for? Who's this for? Dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, and one night stands. Well, you tell me. Who's going to reveal the truth? Do you want to negotiate it's kind of up to you to show up in a responsible way. If you, the feminine, whoever the feminine is, whomever you desire. And if you are single and this is just your dual aspects, take it like that. It's time for you to stop keeping yourself down and have the courage to get out there and be accountable for your dating life and start, showing up for yourself. Speak when you don't want to. Speak up. Because somebody's here for you, and it's a divine masculine. But you're in control, and it's what you've been waiting on. It's who you've had your sights set on. You're so happy. You're so happy to embrace this. This could be a viable partner, a husband figure, father to children. If these are the things that you desire and you are single and you're not attached, and these are the dual aspects of self, your masculine, your feminine coming in one, learning to bring this balance. You're prepared because all of this is quite balanced. You know when to speak, you know when to take a rest, you know when there's one hiccup, and it's this accountability, right? Of being accountable for your own life and dating and circumstance. And that comes because there's a father figure that kept you down and pointed a lot of fingers and shamed you, controlled you, oppressed you. And you found your courage and your strength. Now it's time to be accountable and go get what you desire. Go get it. It's here. Who is this for? If you're Cancer, all I keep seeing on my timeline is Cancers are the luckiest sign of the year coming up in 2025. Embrace that. I didn't tune in to see what it was, but and they're not the same content creator, but I think it's Vedic astrology is what they're going off of. I'll claim it. I'm a Cancerian. Are you a Cancerian? It's our year to be accountable for our own lives. If we want love, if we desire love, if we want anything, get it. Grab it. If it's work that you desire, that's here too. New ideas. All of this passion and creativity. You're accountable for that area of your life too. What I'm saying, the best message here is that you are a sovereign unit. You are in control. You can create. You will create whatever it is that you desire. It's for everyone. It's not love, right? Like for me, it's not. My focus is not love, marriage. I I can't even keep focus. Mine is just like, when's menopause going to end? Hopefully I don't, drive my cat crazy where she wants to run away from home. That's where I'm at, because everything's not about love. But I would love for my channel to take off. I would love to see, something fruitful in with my creativity and my passion in work mode. Yeah, I would like to turn something that I have fun with into something that could pay a bill or pay for a deck, something like that. Of course, yes, claim it. But if the love is what you desire, it's here for you. And I really truly feel that this is for a lot of Cancerians. But if you connect with anything, pile number 1, this was your read. Go get it. Okay, pile number 2. This is for you. 303. 33, Christ energy. It's time to forgive. Is it someone that you love? Is most important to practice forgiveness of self and others. It's the beginning of the year. It's January 1st, 11 a.m. Happy New Year. It's time to forgive. You and everybody else's. Okay. Let's see. The feminine energy first, and then I'll get into the masculine energy. Let's see. Pile number 2, forgiveness. Okay, well, it's time for you to take a break and discover your breath. Don't forget to breathe, darling. Don't forget to breathe. What is it that you're trying to discover? What is it that you need to discover? What are you digging for? You're digging for something. Don't forget to breathe through it. Your breath is important. It is time for you to take a break. And there's something that in time you will discover if you take the time to dig. There's something that you're seeking. It may be difficult. And maybe that's why you need to take a breath. Give yourself time and relax. And that's when you probably discover what it is that you seek. Maybe you need to take a break so that you can discover something. Maybe, because if you're stuck somewhere. But this is the time for you to forgive. You took a break. You gave it a rest. Right? Whatever this relationship is speaking to, you gave it a rest, and now it's time to forgive and to rediscover the relationship that was lost. Breathe, darling, breathe. I want to pull the masculine energies. Rest. What is it? You're reaching, your dream is right within your grasp. You see that? Your dream is within reach. Take your time. Go for it. But don't forget to breathe, because it seems like there's this nervousness because it's right there. And it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to discover your dream. And it's going to sweep you off your feet. Right? But that can't happen until you take a break and realize that it's time to forgive. Pray about it. Christ is with you. Embrace forgiveness. Oh yeah, it's time for a break because, okay, if you're in a partnership, this is the masculine energy. If you are not, and this is the masculine within, okay? You gotta breathe because you got some fakes. Right, you got a charlatan here. It's like you put on the mask because you get nervous. And if this is who you're dealing with, You could be dealing with someone. Snake in the grass. Could be another woman, just a liar, deception. And if this is the masculine within, and you don't have, you're single, you don't have a lover or anything, this isn't a prediction of who's coming in, but there may be somebody coming in for you that is not showing their true self right from the door, right? They're lying, they're deceptive. Breathe, relax, you get rid of them. But if this is you, you put on a false front, right? When you're nervous and you can't, that clenched chest, that like when you don't know what to do. So I just lie, whatever. I put on my mask and I go about my day. Well, don't try removing the mask. Remove the mask. Take a deep breath and show the world who you really are, instead of this whatever representative, right? Because it's not honest. Most aren't. Again, timing is an issue. Some of you may need to forgive someone who did put on a false front. It may be time to forgive that. If you're dealing with someone, they're a caretaker, and the masculine is a caretaker, which when in check and in balance, it's a wonderful trait. But sometimes we get in that savior mode, and we give, and we don't take a break. You need a rest. You need a rest. You need to give yourself a break if you are a caretaker, if that is your chosen profession, or if you are caring for children or elders or even pets. You have to fill your own cup from time to time. As a prediction, some of you are taking a break from a healing position, some kind of caretaking position, whether you are, like I said, children, pets, whatever you may be taking a break. But I'm going to say that this is really nurture yourself as well as others. And if you are in a relationship, this person, they care for others. They're a nurturer, and they were reared to be. So this is a person that has a great love and honor. They honor their obligations with family. They're dutiful. It's time to speak. If you have a masculine in your life that you are not with, it's time to forgive, and it's time they want to speak up. And if this is a person that is not in a relationship, it's time for you to say something in regards of forgiveness. It's also time for you, maybe it's time for someone to publicly speak about something. There could be a speech coming up in the future that someone has to give. But your voice needs to be heard, and you need to kind of be confident. It's time to take control, and your voice needs to be heard, and you need to be stern and direct. It's just time. And if this is someone that is not in a relationship, The masculine has something to say. So if you've been in separation or you just don't have anyone in your life, somebody has something to say, and it's time. I think it's time to forgive. Since forgive is your main focus, I think that they want to say, they have something to say, and maybe it is asking for forgiveness, or a truth that needs to be told where you will have to practice forgiveness. You're going to discover your strength, baby. Are you an athlete? You're a star. You're going to succeed. You have all of this strength. You're competitive by nature. If you go for something, you will win. It doesn't matter if you have a handicap or a disadvantage in this world. You are discovering that you can... It doesn't hinder your dream. Nothing will hold you back. You are a powerhouse. This is a person of strength, and they have great dedication. If you are single, there may be someone that fits this mold coming into your life that you may be discovering, or this is you discovering that masculine energy within yourself, that you're competitive. Women typically, they say, are not competitive. Well, I think if you were reared with siblings, I know I can be very competitive, but I was reared with 2 siblings, but my brothers are far more competitive than I, and I don't care if I win or lose. That's, because I'm not good at sports, or I'm not athletic, so I don't care if I win or lose. It's just all fun for me. But the athlete and the competitors, no, I'm not like that. Like sore loser or anything, no. But I think you're going to discover that your dream is coming to fruit, that nothing will hold back your dream. That you are you're not only a star, you're a flippin' superstar. Yes, I feel like you are discovering your dream. I don't know how this, I do. As far as the forgiveness, sometimes you have to forgive the handicap. Maybe you are at a disadvantage. Maybe you've felt that slighted you, and maybe the handicap is due to somebody else's behavior. It's time to forgive it, or being treated differently, right? It's just time to forgive, because you're gonna win and succeed. You are on top. You're on fire. Some of you are going to win, and you may have to give a speech. We have the charlatan. We've already explained. Let's pull some more messages. Okay, let's pull from the tarot, the chibi. This thing is adorable and cute. I'm liking it. I thought it was going to be too, I don't know, kid-like for me, but I like the color palette. I like the card stock. I love the imagery. It gives just enough, And with the simplicity of this oracle, I like them both together. These are both new to the library. This was the last of the season, the last deck haul. I received this, and the angel numbers, and the divine masculine and feminine pack. I have this in a dummy deck, but which I'll probably just use because I can't read the script on those cards, which sucks, because that card stock is far better, and I like the imagery. Ace of Cups, new love. After being alone, of the 4 wands, the lessons you learned while you went in and looked at yourself is, it's time to forgive. You know now where you messed up. You went inward, loved on yourself. And if you haven't yet, you will. And you learned how to build a strong foundation. That the last relationship was weak. The last foundation, it wasn't strong. So now you have new love, and they're very loving and nurturing. Could be in the healthcare profession. Just saying. They may be, I was going to say younger than you, but it's just the spirit of this little character in this card. It's not a page, but the spirit says, ooh, I'm alive. And maybe it's just the fundum of this deck, but the person here is a caretaker, and they are in tune with their emotions. They know how to love on another without reserve. They may have recently put someone to rest. Either a father figure or a grandfather. Could even be a patient that they have recently had to say goodbye to. And you're ready to talk about the lesson. They're ready to ask about your lesson. What did you learn while you were alone? It's a conversation that they desire to have, because they realize that the relationship's been over, but they still have something to say. Or this is you, as I said before. And it may be that they'd like to talk about the forgiveness. Or the lessons that they learned while they were alone. Because they did learn lessons. You've learned lessons. And it's just coming to pass to forgive. Because, I'm building my work foundation. I'm discovering I'm discovering my strength, and my differences make me stronger. I'm a powerhouse. And I'm going to go after the things that I want, the things that I desire. And I'm discovering that, hey, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Let's see. What else? What else? Page of Wands in the reverse. So somebody could be a bit immature and dragging their feet, or, spitting some fire out their mouth. Could also indicate that there's bad news. Bad news. Could indicate the beginning of something, but I feel like this is indicating that you're dragging your feet and getting out there and experiencing the new, like you're like, nope, I'm not doing the new. Fussing about being alone. I'm fussing about new love. I'd rather be alone. That's what this is telling me. That's bad news for you, because deep in your heart, you just need to forgive. so y'all can come together. And even if it's not so you can come together with them, it's to find that closure. They have something to say. Maybe it's time to just allow them to say it and move on. For others, it's just time to forgive the annex that took place in the past. The lesson's been learned. It's time to forgive and discover your strengths. You are a strong little lady, little man, big man, I don't know, but you're strong. And building that foundation, and it is the one that you always wanted. Maybe beginning of winter could be with somebody younger, and you may accept or give an apology or some small gesture to get this going. Like, hey, maybe we could go out for a cup of coffee. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll just send a note. I don't know. But there is room for forgiveness here. And let's just check another deck to see what else may be coming up, any shadow aspects that may want to come out, or anything at all regarding love. 2025, January, beginning of January 1st. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a safe night. It's all about the new here. And the message is coming. Deja vu. There's history. The past is coming back. Happened in the past. Repeated patterns. Okay, so repetitive patterns, and you have history with this person. Something happened in the past. And that's, of course, because you have to forgive. You wouldn't have to forgive if something hadn't happened in the past. You got ghosted. Leaving behind, disappearing, cold, no contact. And that's harsh. That sucks. I've done it to people, no contact. But it's necessary. Clean break. When you say it's over, okay, we break up, then no more contact. But, it never, hardly ever goes like that. The person, people usually come back around for a minute. And things happen. Leaving behind, disappearing, cold. Okay, and then we have inspired by you, listening to music, emotional bond, song lyrics. Were they your muse or were you theirs? And that's why it's hard to forgive. But for your own sanity, why not? Some of you may be musically inclined or something like that, and discovering that you may discover your muse for work or creative passion in the future. So this isn't about getting back together. This is about closure. And I feel like you'll need to take a breath, because you're going to think that they're coming at you with lies, right? And maybe that's what needs to be forgiven. The repetitive patterns from the past, the baloney, the being ghosted, the no contact, and thank you, because since this didn't work out, it just kind of set me up for all of this to work out. Now I'm a powerhouse because was afforded the time and availability to just really focus on me and to learn the lesson and to learn how to build that strong foundation that, this won't happen again, but I don't see that you're of reconciliation, that we are going to we'll reconcile our differences by agreeing to close this matter once and for all and just saying whatever needs to be said, which there's apologies that need to be given and received in order to just move on and feel really good about what's coming up here. So I would say I don't see reconciliation as far as a relationship coming back around and working itself out. I feel that this person that got ghosted is going to have the opportunity to forgive the person, and that will be it. Like, yep, but you can get gone now. Like, I forgive you now, go ghost. Leave me alone. All right, so that's what I have for you. Pile number 2. Happy New Year. 3. 55, major changes underway, transformation. There's a shift, and you're feeling it. Now let's see, what is this shift about? Your main focus is on these changes and major changes. So let's see what is transforming for you. You're making progress. Very good. Learning to trust. That could have been a major issue, and that is changing for you and your perspective. Self-care. So pile number 3, it's been all about you and tending to yourself, and you're feeling the shift. So if you've been doing the work, taking care of yourself, seeing things from a new perspective, maybe where things needed a shift and a change, especially in the area of trust. Trusting what's coming in, the information that you receive, trusting new ideas, trusting your heart, your emotions, and people, and feeling that, you're beginning. It's more than the beginning, because it's a major shift, and you're making progress. Learning to trust and learning to take care of yourself, learning to trust yourself. Let's see. Let's get the masculine. So let's see. If you are dealing with someone, this will be where they're at, and if you're not, this is your masculine inside of you, your dual energy. So let's see. Where's your partner at? Well, they have a deep bond with the father. They could be making progress as a father. We have power of an 8, the supreme ordeal. Well, what I see is somebody's very grounded. Their desire to be a father, they had a good one. This is a good father, and this is someone that has some demons to slay of their own. They conquer them though, but they do have, a beast that lies within, and they are killing it. They're the scribe. This person may be a writer. They could just be a journalist, writer, storyteller, songwriter, whatever it is. They write it down. For you, you may have learned that writing is a way for you to change your perspective when you see things clearly, right? And maybe there was a point where you're like, I'm not writing anything down. I don't like to do the actual work, right? Like of writing. Maybe I do a reading, I grab the message, and that's the end of the story, and I don't journal anything. There's something where journaling or writing, even lyrics, poetry, short stories, anything, novels, doesn't matter. It shifts your perspective. Some of you are learning how to slay your own demons, the one that makes it impossible for you to trust another, that shadow aspect of like I don't trust anyone, F that, that golden rule, I don't trust. Well, somebody's trying to penetrate that, a masculine, but you, if you're not in a relationship, you're doing it yourself. Like it's time to do that for yourself so you can trust. Get rid of that shadow, work on that shadow of it seems like someone has betrayed someone in the past. You are making advancements with this. And this person is a protector. This person, this father figure, as a masculine, he may have a child, but he's a good dad. Could be an earth sign. We also have fire. Let's see. Oh, coward. They have to work on themselves, right? You're working on yourself, but your person has fears. And it just means that they have some wounds that need to be tended to. All right? For those that are not in a relationship, this is your masculine energy that you need to tend to. Don't be so afraid to speak up. Don't be so afraid if you're feeling like aggressive, right? You don't have to be docile and tame that and mute that. You can express it. So standing up and speaking for yourself and grabbing those reins and knowing that you're in control, and it's time for you to bring that into balance. You may be stepping out of that fear right now as the shift is occurring for you. You shifted your perspective by writing. If you are dating and relating, there's a possible single father that is trying to get your attention. He's a pretty decent person as far as like morality and things of that nature. Let's pull some tarot. Okay. Two of Wands, making a decision, coming up with ideas. Page of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so what's the message? We've got 3 wands. So you have to make up your mind, right? It's the time to make up your mind. But it seems like maybe you're a little bit undecided on what to choose because you have to deliver a message of bad news, right? Page of Wands in the upright, that's good news bear, right? But in the reverse, it's a dragging your feet energy and, feisty, irritable, and bad news. And it's because you have to let someone else down or let them down easy, whatever, and you don't want to do that. You're like, nope, I am not doing that. But with the 3-1 combination, Once you do make up your mind and decide, you're going for it. It's like that Three of Wands. This will turn around and it's like, yep, I see you, I know you're coming. I'm gonna go get ya. What is it that's coming? It's taken a while to get here, but there's an offer. It could be a financial offer or a date. Could be an earth sign like over here. It could be, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming in for you. I'm going to say they want a date, or a relationship, or they're offering you something. Could just something physical, a phone call, a date, a ride, a gift. And here you are, 9 Pentacles, single, ready to mingle, feeling alive, having it all, wish fulfillment. You have enough to share. There's plenty to go around. You have all of the things that you want. Right? There's not much in this life that you don't have that you desire to have. And then we bring the 10th coin. Are we offering a relationship to someone? Are we going from single into a relationship? Because when we combine the 10th, that is wealth and abundance and family and good health, good wealth, and just abundance of goodness and grace. So there's possibility that you're going to get into a relationship. So long as you let go of your fear. The masculine has to let go of their fear of maybe showing up. Maybe this is them coming to ask you out, have something to say, because there's been a major shift. This could be a job coming in for someone, as we have work cards, and maybe having 2 jobs to choose from, and you don't know which one to choose, and you don't want to be make the wrong choice, and you don't want to let them down. But here, the offer that you've been waiting on for a long time. So if this is an offer that you've been waiting to come, it's coming. And it's lucrative, It's like a big old yes, a wish fulfilled type energy. But this isn't a wish fulfilled, but this is a having it, a having it all and putting an end to some things, right? But I feel like when here you have all of this, you're single, you have everything, the job, the home, you're confident, you have the things that you desire to have that are within your reach, within your financial grasp. So yes, but will you accept one more and have it all? The family, the wife, the kids, the husband, the grandbabies, the dog, maybe a cat. I don't know what y'all want, but it's going to be available to you. You may come in single, but you may go out in a long-term relationship, one that could end in marriage. Major shift for you. Let's see what other cards have to say. I'm going to pull from the Black Rose today. Let's see. Maybe any shadow aspects or anything. Let's just talk about what's coming in for pile number 3. Let's see. Blind. Searching for answers, blinded to truth, watching you online, wanting to know, but they're a coward. So they watch you. Let's see. Could be an air sign. Doesn't really matter, right? I can be like, could be air, fire, earth, water. Any placement. Leaving behind, disappearing, and cold, no contact. So somebody's still seeking answers from somebody that, went rogue. I think that somebody's leaving behind these characters, these aspects of, sneaking, looking for a problem, looking, right, seeking, searching for answers, and you found them, and maybe you ghosted them when you found what you were looking for. Like you went searching for some answers and you found, anytime you do that, just trust your gut. There's no need to go into that phone and really hurt your feelings, because that will play over and over and over in your mind when you have the physical evidence. We need to just learn to not do that to ourselves. Just trust your intuition. It's not lying. No matter if the person tries to make you feel like you're crazy, insecure, whatever. No. Blind, searching for those answers. And you're like, ooh, yep. I got real bitter, real fast. Cold. Maybe you ghosted them because you found fake profile, hiding from you, behind the scenes, social media activity being addressed. Major shift, yeah. Major shift for you. You changing your perspective. Maybe this person, I don't know, this person from the past. Major shifts, let's see. Just 2 more. Leaving that all go. So this is just letting me know what the past it was. I want to know in the future. How do they get to this 10 of Pentacles energy? Because they've been single for a while, and it's due to somebody, finding out that somebody had lied or online. Yeah, there's history. You don't want to see repetitive patterns. This is like a repetitive pattern of searching and seeking. I'm telling you, don't do it again. Learn the lesson. Don't do it to yourself. Fired up, fuming with rage, overwhelming explosion of emotions, and very angry. Yeah, because you found what your belly was telling you, what you already knew was the truth. But boy, did you get your feelings hurt. This could be even humiliating if there was something on social media for others to see, and it really burned you up. So wishing, praying, and hope. Yeah, wishing, praying, and hope that you don't, wrap your hands around someone's neck for being a grimy, just grimy. And you had faith in this person, right? You thought you were going places. This person brought you a whole lot of happiness, a whole lot of joy. Now you just stay prayed up because it's like, I know I had to take care of myself. I've been pouring into me. I'm ready for this new love. Leave all this stuff behind. I'm going through major changes and I haven't lost my faith. So, this isn't going to be a thing in 2025 for you. Yeah, I believe you had enough in 2024 that you're like, no, I'm not bringing this in to the new turn of a year. No, it's time to get rid of all this. You want to, ghosted you for a reason, right? I ghosted you or they ghosted you because you confronted what you found in a fit of rage, anger, and so they just like, whatever, But you may have ghosted them, and maybe they have no idea what had happened. They may be asking, and you may tell them with this shift that's occurring, you may be able to say, like, this is how I saw it. This is how I viewed it. And they're afraid of you. They're afraid to have the conversation. They're afraid. This could be the father of your child, and you are progressing. Like, you'll find that happy medium. If you're dealing with an ex father, whether you're divorced or just the father of your children or father figure, and the trust. You do have somebody coming in that is reliable, that will help you slay those demons, and you are doing it yourself, right? You're taking hold of your own self, because you know that you can't trust the thoughts that come, certain thoughts and certain emotions that come. Because it is the beast within, that negative self-talk, that internal speak that's negative. And the boogeyman, you're slaying it. Like, they don't exist. It's and it seems like somebody's learning to trust because there was something in the past. It's a really dark space and a place where someone they don't want to linger too long in an energy that they just want it to go away. But there's something that happened and there's an unhealed trauma that wreaked havoc on the ability to trust, especially the ability to trust in relationships, romantical relationships. You feel like someone stabbed you in the heart, and every time you feel that, it just brings up this ugliness within, and it's like this ugliness that's surrounded by betrayal and negativity and darkness and the boogeyman. So you have to get rid of the boogeyman that lives inside. For others, you have a very protective masculine that will help you deal with that. They're very loving and nurturing by nature. You haven't given up hope. If you're looking for monies and job opportunities and even working for yourself, they're here and available to you. They could be quite lucrative. You may be working for yourself, but there's an opportunity for you to make great gains. So kudos. There's major shift in your finances coming up as well, because we are coming in with 1 and going out with 10. Very major shift coming up in your finances. So write about it, talk about it. Somebody is just having a change of perspective and they are writing about it. They may be speaking about it. They could put it in a song or something, but this could be meditative music or anything that's coming in. There could be poems. There's just something where you're viewing, you changing your perspective and putting it down through this shift, writing about it, talking about it, sharing it with others, because what you haven't, you may have been through the ringer. You may have been through the ringer, but you haven't lost hope. You haven't lost faith. You are prayerful, and you know that you're coming out of this. You know that this shift is occurring. You can feel it. You can feel that, like, you're getting a fire under your tuchus, and it's time to get geared up, prayed up, and motivated for this major change, this major shift that's coming up for you. It's good. Very good. And that's what I have for you. Happy New Year!